competition looking out there?
Everything's going good. I'm really pleased with how they've picked it up and brought it from the spring through the summer and into camp. You know, it's still early, obviously, but I think the guys have bought into what we're doing, and it looks good.
Is Michael your definite number 2, and then who would be a definite number 3?
I don't say anything definite, but you know, like I said, all of them are playing good. I'm really proud of all of them so far.
What's the plan for DeCarrion and Jay in the scrimmage, and how important will that be for them to see live action?
Well, obviously for young guys, it's important to show what they can do. We'll get together as a staff beforehand, obviously, and come up with a final decision exactly how we'll play them.
How's DeCarrion looked thus far now that you're in live action?
Good. Like I said, I'm really proud of all the guys. I mean, you know, he's still young, and as Jay is, and they're still learning things and make young guy mistakes every now and then. But the thing I like is when they make a mistake, they bounce right back and learn from it and move on.
What makes a good deep ball thrower?
If it's really accurate. I mean, I don't know the answer. I mean, recruit good guys who can throw it really good. There's really it's not like you coach it and say there's a certain term that tells them how to do it. Either you got it or you don't. And I feel like our guys have done a good job. And with the receivers we have, I think it's going to put a lot of pressure on the defenses.
Arm strength, feel, vision. I mean,
well, all of those, obviously. I mean, you have to have the strength to get it out there, first of all. But again, that's something when we recruit, you go out and find guys that you feel like you watch them in camps and things like that and see that they can do it, and those are the guys you go after.
Dan, when a quarterback comes in and say he's been throwing one way his whole life, how much do you guys try to tinker with his throwing style, or do you?
I don't mess with a throwing motion almost at all. In my mind, again, when I go out and recruit a guy, if I recruit a guy that I got to fix his throwing motion, I probably recruited the wrong guy. Now, my big thing is I'm going to work on their feet to get them balanced, make sure they're in position to throw, and obviously, you know, with the reads and all the different things that they have to decision making.
You'd mentioned that all the quarterbacks have done well at taking what they learned in the spring. Specifically, with Jake, what have you seen from him that he took in the spring and carried into the fall?
I think the big thing we worked on with him is getting his feet right. You know, I think he got caught a few times last year making a bad throw because he was a little off balance. So we really talked about standing upright and being balanced. You know, a lot of the stuff we do when you have these quick throws, the RPOs and stuff, it sort of lends to keeping you off balance. So he's really worked hard on his own to get that fixed.
What intrigues you about the potential of this offense?
I look at it, I mean, our offensive line is solid. You know, guys coming back from last year along with the newer guys. I look at the quarterbacks, obviously, I'm happy with. We've got big-time receivers. The running backs are good. The tight ends. I mean, I see a lot of weapons. And our job now as coaches is to figure out how to get those guys the ball. And I think with this scheme, we're going to be able to do that.
What percentage would you say, and we talked about this with BMAC earlier, but what percentage would you say was total rebuild or doing things that you had existing done better?
I don't know what the percentage is, but I mean, 50-50 maybe, I don't know. But a lot of the stuff is things that I've done in my past, things that BMAC wanted to do but, you know, didn't last year. But there was a lot of stuff carry over from last year, too, because there was a lot of good plays that we had in. And what we sort of did is went through and talked about what the players like, what we like from last year, keep that, and then what do we know that we need to add to it.
What has it been like working with BMAC, and what do you think makes him a good young coach?
It's been awesome. That was one of the things when I came here, you know, I wanted to make sure that I got with him, made sure we were a good fit, and it's been, like I said, it's been really good. The thing is with him, he's not only smart, but he's very demanding, and the players respect him. So you put all that together and you're a good football coach.
How much of a jump in comfort with the offense and knowledge of the offense did you see from the end of spring to kind of the start of fall camp?
You mean, have we gotten more?
I mean, did guys sort of take and process what they did in the spring and kind of use that, you know, and maybe come in with a certain level of more crispness and comfort with it?
No doubt. You figure they learned it. We had install before the spring, where you can't really practice it, but we can teach it to them. Then we had the spring practice. Then in the summer, they take all that stuff and they do their players run practices, and they're out there doing it every day and just keep getting better and better. Now, obviously, the coaches aren't out there, so it's not like we can coach them, but at least they're doing it and they're getting in their head, okay, on this route, this is what I have. And now we get them to where we can start coaching them again. Now we can teach them exactly how to do it and really fine-tune it.
Are there any guys where you kind of looked at them and you're like, wow, that guy really picked up a lot, since the last time I actually got to work with him?
I can't think of anybody in particular because, like I said, it just seems like everybody's progressing.